Episode 9 of Melo Movie opens from Ju-ae's perspective, giving us a glimpse into how she first met Si-jun and fell in love with him. She had been by his side through school, supporting him even when he was kicked out of his house for pursuing music. But over time, she realized that her own desires and identity had faded into the background of their relationship. The perspective then shifts to Si-jun, who recalls how Ju-ae was the only one who believed in him when no one else did. She had always been there, and when she jokingly mentioned that he should provide for her, he took it seriously. Si-jun had always been committed to their relationship, even planning to marry her. But after their breakup, he found himself stuck in the past, until Ju-ae reappeared in his life, reigniting his hopes. Back in the present, Si-jun convinces Ju-ae to go on 3 dates with him. Meanwhile, Mu-bai spends the night at Ko-jayam's place to keep him company. Their peaceful time together is abruptly interrupted when Mu-bai's mother comically discovers her lie. After Mu-bai leaves for work, Ko-jayam attempts to get rid of Jun's belongings in an effort to move on quickly, but Jong-woo advises him to take his time. Elsewhere, Mu-bai's project is abruptly cancelled after investors pull out of the film. She accepts the setback without resistance, until an argument with her mother triggers deep-seated emotions, revealing how her father's indifference toward her was intertwined with films. Later, she spends the evening watching one of his movies, confronting the emotions she has long buried. The next day, she visits director Ma and tells him that her project has been cancelled, only to be scolded for giving up too easily. He urges her to fight for her story. Meanwhile, Si-jun and Ju-ae's first date is painfully awkward, filled with memories of their past. Later, when Ju-ae brings up Mu-bai's cancelled project, Si-jun dismisses it, revealing his own pessimism about making it in the industry. Ju-ae listens to his song again and encourages him not to give up, but Si-jun snaps, accusing her of selling him a fever dream for years. Their argument escalates, unearthing all their unresolved emotions. As tensions explode, both break down in tears. Si-jun finally admits that he has been trapped in the past for too long. The two embrace, sharing their grief and pain. Meanwhile, Ko-jayam meets up with Mu-bai, and as they talk, she finally accepts a painful truth: she might be the reason her father died. In the epilogue, Ko-jayam has cleared out most of Jun's belongings, except for his favorite chair, which remains in its usual spot, a quiet tribute to his brother. This episode is emotionally heavy, centering on Si-jun and Ju-ae's deeply complicated relationship while also delving into Mu-bai's unresolved resentment toward her father. Mu-bai initially became a director to prove she was different from him, but this episode hints that her pursuit may have also been a way to stay connected to his memory, and perhaps even atone for what she believes was her role in his death. At the same time, Si-jun and Ju-ae's interactions feel cyclic and suffocating, perfectly mirroring their heartbreaking and tragic love story. Their relationship contrasts sharply with Ko-jayam and Mu-bai's, almost as if the show is making a point that some love stories are not meant to last, no matter how deeply rooted they are. Unlike Ko-jayam and Mu-bai, who are growing through their struggles, Si-jun and Ju-ae's relationship feels like a slow, painful spiral. With this episode carrying so much emotional weight, it seems likely that things will only get heavier as we approach the finale.